Caitlin Clark sends a warning to Ja Wilson and LV Aces. Despite 0-3 record this season, we haven't really given them the best. Aya Wilson is a thorn in the flesh for Caitlin Clark. The Indiana Fever point guard has rarely put a foot wrong in her rookie year, but she recorded her worst game as the Las Vegas Aces trumped them on Wednesday for the third time. While she shot 6-0F-22, including a poor 1 of 10 from 3, Wilson added insult to injury by scoring 27 points and breaking the WNBA single-season scoring record to surpass Jewell Loyd's 2023 record of 939 points. But with the playoffs inching near and their season series closing with the next matchup, Clark has made a statement. Speaking ahead of the Aces vs. Fever season finale scheduled for Friday night, Clark seemed quite confident. The Wednesday loss didn't faze her, and she made sure Aya Wilson Company knew that. This point in the season, you're obviously very familiar with every single team you're gonna play, she said. This is gonna be our 4th time playing them. I still feel like we haven't given them the best that we have, Clark ominously added. So I think Friday is a great opportunity for us to do that. She also vaguely elaborated on Fever's plans, adding, it's one of those where you gotta go back, tweak a few things that didn't work, add a few things that they might not be ready for, but overall just continue to be confident in what we've been able to do since we figured out our identity and who we are. Indiana has indeed scripted a beautiful turnaround after a horrid start to 2024, winning only 3 out of 13 games. But on the back of Kelsey Mitchell's leadership and Caitlin Clark's brilliance, they are through to the playoffs after 8 years of drought. But the upcoming pre-playoffs test against the Aces awaits. Las Vegas Aces' physical defense worries Caitlin Clark ahead of Friday matchup. In the last 14 matchups between these two teams, Fever has never succeeded. Aya Wilson has been on the roster throughout, watching Kelsey Mitchell Company lose. Friday's game is another opportunity for them to extend their streak, and with their defensive plays that troubled Caitlin Clark on Wednesday, they are ready for the challenge. Honestly, the Aces players are all really good defenders. They're physical, they're strong, Clark said after the loss in Indianapolis. The offensive fouls are definitely surprising at times. I feel like I do get held and get quite a bit of contact throughout the game. And then you get hit with some of those when you take some contact and give contact back. It is what it is. I don't know, like apparently they see something different, she added, referring to the confusing foul calls, though there isn't much to lose for Clark considering she has only just stepped foot into the WNBA. A few more records are waiting to be broken. The Iowa native needs only 5 assists this season to become the single-season assists leader, and 37 points to surpass Simone Augustus to become the rookie with the most points in her rookie year. She is currently averaging 19.1 ppg and leading the league with 8.4 apg. Certainly a doable thing for the generational talent. But what continues to amaze everyone is that this is just her rookie season. Imagine what she can do in a decade. What can't Caitlin Clark do, honestly? Caitlin Clark may be basketball's newest phenom with the Indiana Fever, but she took some time recently to give batting practice a try per WNBA News. It is often said that basketball players would be the best athletes to try other sports, and that swing and contact looks like she's probably played some softball in her past. Let's just be glad she won't be leading the Fever to 3 straight rings before deciding to try hacking it in MLB games during her physical prime like Michael Jordan did in the 1990s. But Clark still has a long way to go to become the Jordan of women's basketball. In her last game against the Las Vegas Aces, the Caitlin Clark stats were 6 of 22 shooting 1 of 10 from 3, 16 points and 6 assists, a far cry from her red-hot run leading up to the game. It was her worst game in 3 months, but she'll get another shot at the Aces this Friday. In Wednesday's game, Aya Wilson set the WNBA single-season record for points scored, a record Clark could be chasing as soon as next year after an incredible rookie season that has exceeded expectations. But with 3 WNBA games left, Clark has the Fever in the playoffs and on the brink of history with this turnaround. It's even more incredible when you consider the pressure of high expectations and some of the bitterness she has endured from fans, some media, and even her peers. Indiana's historic turnaround. From 2017 to 23, the Indiana Fever won just 25 of their games, by far the worst in the WNBA. But with the arrival of Clark, they are 19-18 and could still finish .500 or better. Even more incredible, they were 2-9 to start this year. In WNBA history, 38 teams have started a season 2-9 or worse. The Fever are just the third team on that list to qualify for the playoffs, and their 19 wins are the most of those 38 teams. The only team that will have a better winning percentage is the 2001 Charlotte Sting, who went from 1-10 to 18-14 and lost in the WNBA Finals. Don't be surprised if Indiana has an improbable playoff run in its future too. They are 17-9 since the poor start and have wins over some of the best teams in the WNBA.